you brothers and sisters doing? How you doing, family? I wanted to finish up with the April the 13th, 2026 on this Iraq-Iran war and the Venezuela, the blackout in Cuba. What America is doing, what Israel is doing, the two most terrorist countries on earth, Israel and America, how Israel usurped the 12 tribes of Israel, and how America usurped the original black people that have already been here that they claim that they brought from Africa, which is one of the biggest lies in the history that they wrote. There's a lot of historians, sociologists, and anthropologists, psychologists, metaphysics, astrophysics, you name it, whistleblowers that felt that the American people needed to know the truth. This Epstein file thing about eating babies, adrenochrome, all of the hierarchy, Prince Edward, Prince Charles, Queen Elizabeth, all of these fake ass Europeans that has colonized the continent where black people were terraformed to be here to run and to take care of, like it says in the Bible, be fruitful and multiply. Well, that was the black people's job, that this earth was terraformed for them to do. I had told you that black people are not just from Africa. I should say all black people are not from Africa. Black people were seeded right here on this earth. And I already told you before there was Korea, before that there was an Africa, before there was a Russia, Germany, Iceland, Greenland, you name it. Japan, China, black people are already there. They had been there for millions of years, and the colonizers, such as Chinese people and your Japanese people, your Korea, they did write them out of history. The people that are there today, of course, it wasn't their fault, but they are the descendants of those who wrote our people our history and those continents up to Asia, up to Africa, up to Korea, up to Turkey. I mean, you just name it. The Europeans and the Asian people, the Arab people have wrote black people out of history, and they turned it Arab, they turned it Asia, they turned it China, they turned to Japan, they turned to North and South Korea to suit their particular policies, political agendas. And this is what's going on today. Now, in Switzerland, they have a picture, or a statue, excuse me, an image, a statue of a conquistador that has a baby in his mouth, which is in my book, The Creation of the Creator. And he has three other babies in pouches. Supposedly, the conquistadors were kicked out of Europe for eating babies and taking the adrenochrome. The statue is there right now in Switzerland since the 14th, 15th, 16th century, maybe 17th. And they, it's not telling the truth on when the statue was created by some type of sculpture from that land. And what we have to understand is They talking about they don't know what it means. Well, I know what it means. It was harvesting adrenochrome. They were eating babies. That's the reason why the conquistadors or the Moors was kicked out of Europe during the second, third, fourth, seventh century up through there when they had occupied Europe and ran Europe for 6, 7, 800 years. The Europeans, which were all colors during that time, because there wasn't no white folks even existing, as far as they were still in the case of Europe, and that can be proven to not just a story of Yakub, but in the book of Enki, in the book of Enel, the Illuminalish. The bottom of these, the book coming forth from day and night, with the dead, and many other books, and many other books that scholars have written to awaken the public, because these were your whistleblower that felt that the American people need to know the truth, and they was being cheated out of the simulation that they put them in. This hologram that they put them in. This illusion that's full of delusions that they put them in. And the metrics. So when we understand that all of this stuff has been planned by the people or the species that actually have fought over Earth for hundreds of thousands of years to take over. We spoke on Shambhala and Agartha. We spoke on the tri-planets over there on the other side of the ice wall of Earth, Attis, and the third planet. Just go back and look at some of my videos that I put out on Agartha, that I put out. That's in the creation of the Creator. I do give you a peek preview on what was going on with that particular book and what it's going to be touching on in the contents. When we start to understand some of the distractions that they use to distract our ancestors, these distractions that they use to distract our brothers and sisters in the 1817 doing slavery. They're doing us the same way today. They just got more technology. When you start looking at all of this, you start to understand that the same thing that happened in the past is happening now. These are cycles within cycles within cycles within cycles that keep repeating itself. I even heard some brothers and sisters on podcasts and in documentaries saying that they have reset certain eras of our timeline. The two different calendars, the Gregorian calendar and the moon cycle calendar is 28 days. The lunar, that's in each month instead of 30 days and 31 days on how they beating people out of time, how they beating people out of the days and the months and the years to confuse you. Now, there's a lot of subjects that are clustered inside of certain conversations that you're not able to break down without losing audience and our brothers and sisters and the tribes that are listening to some of the podcasts that our brothers and sisters are putting out now. Um, I did a lot of searching on information, like I was telling y'all in the last podcast I did about certain people that are inside of the elite arena, that are this one, this new world order, which is bullshit. I went into the earth is flat instead of being a fear. It's so much. The earth is surrounded by ice wall, north, west, east, and south. Ice walls all around us, which makes the world flat. It's just so much lies, so much confusion, so much information that to distract you, me, my brothers and sisters, the tribes, to keep you dumbfounded on the truth. What is the truth? Everybody has an opinion on what truth is and what truth ain't. Black Pope, gray Pope, this Pope that was given power from Mount Sinai to 200 fallen angels that land on Mount Sinai. We can go on and on and on, man, with how these reptilians got here, how NL's kids, which is the one that landed on Mount Sinai, the 200 fallen angels, Jehovah, Yahshua, Yahweh. We go on and on about these names of Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, Taoism. We can go through all of that. I did explain that in my book, The Creation of the Creator. I took it all the way from Tiamat. I didn't mention Sophia, which is the same thing as Tiamat, which is your seven Delu gods or demon gods or whatever they want to call them. And God Gnostic, they put them in different names. In Christianity, they got them as demons. And Hinduism, they got it as divas and devos, which is male and female. Shiva, Buddha. I mean, the list go on and on. This is just some very confusing shit that they want to keep you confused because they don't want you to wake up to what's really going on. And this is a pattern. This is a system. And when you look at the system and when you dive straight into the system, when you've been studying for 55 years like I have, and I'm talking about from Delbert Blair, from Reverend Dr. Valentine, from Bobby Hemmett, from the old school, Dana Beasley, Latricia Moore, Sekou Toure, Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey, Prince Hall, Megan Evans, Martin, Malcolm. And then it goes back older than that to Haile Selassie, to the Haitian War. I'll think of the brother's name, that one of the generals that led that war. And guess what? Everybody want the Europeans. Now, let that sink in for a minute. Everybody is warring with the Europeans. So, what did this tell us and what did this mean? About 55 years of studying. that only make America, what, 225, 30 years old, when they came and colonized and told the black people here in America when they usurped them that they was from Africa. And I keep telling people all black people are from Africa, that black people were seated on earth. And I break it down. Japan, China, Korea, North and South, all through Asia, all through Africa. Before there was Africa, black people were here. Let that sink in. Before there was an Africa, black people were here. What they call the Middle East, and they broke it up through the Red Sea, the Mediterranean side over here, the Greeks, Stasson, and all of these different Greek philosophies, Greek philosophers are all liars. The Romans are liars. They all lie about Black history, how they did it, and what they're still doing today. This history goes so deep, and they have so much history. So that you are reading, and when that you are studying, you still end up confused. Why? Because they want you confused. They don't want you to understand, and they don't want you to see the truth of the beast, of the psychopathic human that's pretending that he's human, a beast that's pretending that they're human. I'm talking all through the Arab country, all through Israel, all through the United States, China, Japan. They all have secrets on black people, and that they were here. They're the one that jump-started all of these societies across Earth. To understand this here in its totality is hard to conceive, because our black people has been dumbed down, and some of the horrific things that have happened through slavery, through colonization, and all the 7 continents on this earth, which is another lie. There's way more than 7 continents. We can go so deep into the people that live in the water. We can go deep. Cities underwater, how the continent was won, how the land mass dropped, covered some of the land and the civilizations that were under there, or that was there, that have some. Not just Atlanta and Tehran, but other continents, cities, states that's being built on top of. I can go on and on and on and on through my 55 years of study, and I have collected so much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Who do I thank? God? Who do I thank? The universe? Do I thank the Akashic records? Do I thank my ancestors? That's up to you. You choose who you serve. But to be on one accord is to understand who the beast is that's pretending he's human. Now they have what they call a pyramid. Who's the head of the pyramid? Is it the reptilians? Is it the Pleiades? Is it the Draconians? Is it the Andromeans? Is it Canis Major, Canis Minor? Is it Vega? Or is it Lyra? Is it the Ridians? Is it the Anunnakis? I mean, you can name so many species, the little grays. Who's running this show? Who are the conquistadors? Who are the black Moors, the good and the bad? Who are the Christians? Who are the Jewish people? Who are the American people? Who are the Buddhists, people that follow Buddha in their religion or their way of life? The Hindus paint them as female male with lipstick, males with lipstick, males with eyes, shadow on, eyelashes, but they're males that look like females. I mean, who did all of this stuff to put us in what I call assimilation? So when you look at these pictures, you say, this is weird. This is strange. Then you go over here to this religion and you look at these pictures. This is weird. This is strange. You go to Judaism. God's name is so holy that you can't utter it. So now they come up with another name, Anani, instead of Jehovah, instead of Yahshua, instead of Yahshua. It's so many different false outlets of confusion so that you can't see the truth, so that you won't narrow all of this confusion down to one source. What is that one source? Well, they say they got receipts. But if the European has taken over the world and has hidden everything, then their receipts is going to come out what they want you to see. So these are receipts that we're dealing with, European receipts. Now, I did tell you about Chancellor William, Dr. Henry Clark, serving in, what was his name? That spoke on the big heads, Omars, and all up through Mexico. Some of the names, Nilnajis, the Anunnakis, Dan Kwame Kwole, Marduk, Amun Ra, all of these different names. I know sometimes I'm butchering stuff, but just study and you can get the proper name and come back and go back on the videos and understand what I'm saying by telling you to study and show yourself approved. Now, I'm sitting up here with 55 years of study and stuff like that. I have so much information. I have to be engaged. Right now, ain't nobody asking me questions. Ain't nobody engaging me. So there's a lot of things that I have to tell you that they've triggered off by engagement, by you asking me questions or what happened here, what happened there. And then some of the things that I do know will come back and flourish into my memory. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to do that just by giving you what I call a lecture or what I call a seminar. It's difficult to reach that plateau in learning. I was going to do some pilot programs. I was going to do some slides and stuff on my book, The Creation of the Creator, which is going to make it easy during this time when I start The Creation of the Creator is being edited now and get my book moving so that the people can see where the beginnings came and how you know, it filtered out through the making of the European, the psychopathic beast pretending he's human. It's just so many things that I can talk about and that I would like to share. We're going to start doing more navigation on this podcast so I can start navigating different subjects so that I can do the slides and that I can let you listen to some of this over here, what our sisters and brothers are saying on their podcast, and do 10 or 15 minutes of that, do 10 of it of Dr. Hendrik Clark, do 10 or 15 minutes of a brother that just passed, was the head of the Zulu tribe, do 15 minutes of this and 15 minutes of that, and also engage me with questions and stuff like that so that we can get a good foundation and a good layer on where all this stuff started from and where all of this dumbed down confusion started from and how to stimulate the mind and how to wake up the epigenetics and the DNA in our brothers so that they can start getting in contact with the ancestors. I'm not trying to break a person away from Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and none of that. Hinduism, Buddhism. I mean, teach their own, whatever floats your boat. But when you start dealing with certain information and how this beast came about to be the deceiver, the destroyer, the killer, the murderer, chomping baby's head off like Israel did during the Palestinian and the Iran war, which is what they're still doing right now. These people are so sick ass motherfuckers. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. They are sick. How can you, as a human being, target a bomb on a school in Iran and kill 100 and something babies, 13, 12, 8, 5-year-old, and you knew where the bomb was going because it's computerly guided by where you wanted to go and be. Oh, oops, it was an accident. No, it wasn't. Oh, it's so much, brothers and sisters. I've been listening to all of these podcasts. I've been telling people for years. I've been teaching. I used to be on buses. I used to be in cars where there were 4 or 5 of us. And I'd catch a bus from here to over there, whether it's a city bus or whether I'm going from state to state. And I was always getting a little crowd of 10 or 15 people. We have conversation. And before I knew it, it was 10 or 15 people around listening to what I was saying and what the other brother was saying that was on my level, or we both was learning back then. When I go into some of my experiences and some of the things that I've seen, I'm not going to go the Christian way, the Muslim way, and say, Allah have showed me this and the Lord showed me this. I'm going to say my higher self, the universe, the Akashic records. Use these terms instead of religious terms because I just think religion is just a controlling mechanism to pray to Buddha, to pray to Hare Krishna, to pray to Jesus, to pray to Allah. Now, I'm not down to nobody's religion. I'm not, excuse me, I'm not saying that you can't worship who you want to worship. I mean, that's your thing. Um, are they real? Well, there's 4,200 religion on earth. 100,000, if not millions, of deities, entities that are being worshipped on a daily basis, constantly. Times are different. In certain China, it's night. America, it's day. China, they saying their prayers. America, we're waking up saying our prayers. Iraq and Iran, Islam, then India, Buddhism. Everybody's saying their prayers. Everybody's worshiping their gods, their divas, their entities. So what? Let it be. If that's how you roll, let your boat float the way you want it to float. But me, as a black man, born in America, the original Americans, my ancestors been here for hundreds of thousands of years right here in America, or if not millions. We ain't from Africa. Our DNA don't even match. My DNA don't match the people that's over in China and the black people that lived in China. We have all different DNA that's in South and North Korea that the black people were seeded over there hundreds of thousands of years ago. This is what needs to be learned. You have a couple of brothers that are giving this knowledge out. You have a couple of brothers that are trying to tell you, man, look, sister, look, brother, you have to study to show yourself approved. Look, sister, look, brother, they lied to you about this. Look, brother, look, sister, they're not being straight up with you about this. 15,000. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, White Castle. Everybody got beef burgers. You know, there's not enough cows on this fucking earth to supply that much beef. There's not enough chickens on this earth to supply that much chicken that all of these chicken places are selling to pubs, these fast food restaurants. Wake the fuck up. Excuse my language, but goddamn, it's a trip. When you see and others can't see or don't see or won't see, this shit is a trip, man. Like, damn. How can you believe this shit? Why don't you know what I know? What Billy Carson know? What Little Rich know on 363? Black Magic. Damon Calloway, Rod Hayes, Dr. Reverend Valentine, Dr. Deborah Blair, bless his heart, he's crossed over, Bobby Hammond, Dr. Clark. The reason why we don't know what they know because we have not studied like they have studied. Okay, curiosity killed the cat. So it'll make you dumb down. To where don't be so curious. Don't do all this studying because it ain't gonna get you nowhere. You can't get a better job with it. Well, I say, well, at least you know. At least you know you're being deceived. But people are so busy with their bills. People are so busy raising their kids, trying to put food on the table. Just struggling, man. This is a hell of a design. As long as you're struggling, as long as you're struggling, baby, as long as you're struggling to put food on the table, as long as you're struggling to pay your car note so that you can get to work and back, and to take care of your wives and your babies. And some of us got our grandparents living with us, and their checks ain't worth a fart because they ain't getting no money because the government took that. Because this systematically places you in poverty. It's hard to pick up a book and read. It's hard to look at TV instead of looking at what Jay-Z is doing and what this person's doing, what these rappers are doing, and how our kids are stuck on games. It's hard to get across to them to stand up and know who you are. That you are our God and that you are goddesses, kings and queens, the descendants of your ancestors is so pertinent to what they're trying to hide right now today. I'm not going to hold you. I'm hoping that just this little few minutes that I've given you, that I can show you the importance of knowing who you are, your history, and that this beast that's pretending that he's human. Not that there wasn't no wars or nothing 6, 7, 8, 9,000 years ago. Of course, it was dissatisfaction when there were just black people here on Earth, and there were just black people here on Earth, and no other colors. And they came in all shades: light yellow, dark yellow, light bronze, medium bronze, jet black, dark brown, medium brown. They said that you could take 1,000. They said that you could take 100,000. They said that you could take 1,000,000 black people and line them up along this world. And look at each one of them. And they're all different colors. Every last one of them. You will not see them the same shade. You might see one jet black purple with a blue tint. You might see one jet black purple with more of a purple tint. You might see one yellowish red with a browner tone and a lighter tone and a dark skin tone. But you can line them all up and they're all different colors. It's amazing. What other nationality on Earth can do that? What other ethnic group on Earth can do that? What other race on Earth can do that but black people? The mother and the fathers of all humanity. Study and show yourself approved. I got so much to say and so much to give my brothers and sisters. But you got to study in order to meet me halfway, to meet Ron Hayes halfway, to meet Lil Rich halfway, to meet Mr. Calloway halfway, Bobby Hemmett Dr. Delbert Blair. There's so much, my brothers and sisters. There's a bee in here somewhere. I can hear them. I got my doors open, getting some of this fresh air, brothers and sisters. Please study and tell them to let our brother out. Tell them to free Larry Hoover and quit this state stuff for 200 years. To let our brothers out. Dr. Malachi Yark. To let our other brother out. Angel Bay. Supposedly Tookie already out. We'll see. There's a lot of information on a lot of stuff that people don't understand. Right? Curtis Mayfield said one thing. Hi, yellow girl. Can't you tell? You just the surface of our dark, deep well. We people that are darker than blue have went through hell, my brothers and sisters. We have been deceived and has been usurped in Israel, America, Japan, China, North and South Korea, Asia, and even Africa. Study and show yourself approved. I'm out of here.